Hello and welcome to another episode at Let's Talk Careers with Sara. And today I'm going to discuss about 8 questions that you need to ask at the interview. This question that you want to know is about diversity. So that way you know for sure that you're not going to be discriminated in terms of your look, your religion, or your nationality. So the question is, what is the company doing to address diversity and inclusion? Now, the next one you want to ask is about the challenges that they are actually facing with their people. So you want to ask, what are some challenges you are facing with people who have been in this role before? Now, the next one is actually going to make you sound so clever and smart, is what is your company doing in terms of mentorship, or what do they do in terms of career professional? Do they provide professional development days? Do they provide any trainings? This kind of like gives you a hint. Are they investing in their employees? Knowing what they answer is kind of like giving you an impression if they are going to be the ones who are aggressive with you, or they are going to be kind to you, or do they care about employees or not. So knowing that information is going to also let you know if you're supposed to move forward and apply for their job offer. Another thing is, how does your team measures success? It's a challenging question because each and everyone has a different definition of success. So for you answering them and see what's their definition is actually going to let you understand where you are getting yourself into. The next one is talking about skills. What skills are you looking for this position? Now, a lot of times I know myself and everyone else as well. So when you apply for a job, you are kind of like applying to numerous of jobs out there. And then all of a sudden you get a call that they got your resume and they're looking to interview you, and now you don't know which company is it and what is it that you applied for. Now, if you did have a log that I mentioned before, I have it in the description box, that if you have a log, you kind of like monitor yourself and check which company you have applied for, what date and what position. And when you go and track to see exactly what company name is that you're going to interview with, you will know which position and what skill set that they are looking for. Assuming you don't have the log, and assuming that you go in not knowing, with a blank slate, what is it you want to know about this interview, is basically asking them, what skill sets are you looking for in this position? This kind of like gives you an understanding that if you do have a gap and you don't have the skill set, this will be the time right now to actually go and learn. And I actually have specific websites that you can go to and learn on your own at home, or get a training if needed in universities or colleges. Give me a like if you still like this video and you're still with me here. And now let's move on to the next question. Now, I want to also emphasize that when it comes to understanding skills, there are hard skills, knowing, for example, coding, designing, or a specific skill that is actually taught in college, or something that is really required for you to do the work. And also there is a soft skill, meaning you have creativity, you have leadership, you have problem-solving skills, and you probably have interpersonal skills, which is a must. Interpersonal skills, I've met people who do not have interpersonal skills, and I really don't know how they still exist. So interpersonal skills is really needed. So figure it out if you don't have it, or if you do have it. You can check your personality actually in this card right here. In the link, you can check your personality and check if you do have interpersonal skills or not. If you don't, you need to acquire it. Once you discussed about the skills, you discussed about the position, now you want to know the day-to-day responsibilities. You want to know what to expect. because the more you know, the less nervous you are, the more you are confident in yourself. So ask, what is the day-to-day responsibilities of this position? The next one is, can you describe your company culture, your company team? How is the team working together? Can you describe your employee retention? It's probably never been asked by a candidate. And because those candidates don't care. All they care about is to get a job. And for me, as a professional, I'm looking for a long term. I'm not looking to go again with another cycle of looking for a job numerous times. So you don't want to go through that. All you want to do is actually show that you do care about the company, you do care about their success, and you do care where you want to be. So it's not something like you go in and that's it. You want to know exactly how long their employees last. What's the company culture? What is it that they are looking for? Is it more extroverted one? Is it more introverted one? Is it more like a family type? Is it more like you're individual on your own to be more independent? You need to know that. And the last question, how has the company dealt with navigating COVID-19? We've been through a lot in this pandemic. And I heard a lot of companies had furloughed their employees. And most of the companies that are really big, that really been funded by the city, have been managed to stay and still keep their employees. So you want to know how they dealt with situations like happening all of a sudden. What do? Do they have a budget to keep their employees, or they don't? This question is kind of like lets you see how the company is dealing with unforeseen events that happen all of a sudden. How can they handle it? Do they close the doors and shut down the companies? If you look in New York, majority of the stores are closed down and most of the people migrated to Florida. So you want to know where you are going to be in that situation if this ever happens. Also, it will let you know the level of support that the company provides to employees. Do they train for plan B? Do they communicate a lot? What do they do? And also, this question gives you an understanding of what scenario are you going to walk into when this happens again. All these 8 questions are really not a must, are really up to you, but I really love to see my candidates standing out from the crowd and are actually being special, so they are remembered at the end of interview, and then they're being called for a job offer. So if you would like to learn more about how to brush your interview answers, you can check out this video right here in this card. Download the log, and that will also include 200 more questions you can ask in the interview. That is actually really interesting to know exactly what type of questions you want to choose and pick, and what is easier for you to remember as well. And let me know in the comments exactly what happened to you, to your company when COVID hit, and did you get any support? Did you get any help in order for you to continue with the company? Or if your company shut down, let me know what happened. How did they actually ended your employment? And also share this video to your friends who are actually in your shoes and looking to get a job and they don't know how to pass the interview. So I would love, every share is really helping me to give the message out there to everyone. And subscribe to this channel, and also stick around with me for more 2 videos right here, and I'll see you in the next one.